All right, guys. I don't know if you can see me right now, but I'm just waiting for my internet to pull up. There we go. See if I can get back to the chat. All right. I think we're good to go now. I think we're good to go. Let's pop the chat out real quick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It looks like the main part of the storm's already kind of passed over. Like, it's not really dark outside again, so hopefully it'll be kind of light from here on out. Hopefully it passed over pretty good, and we will not lose power again. All right, let's see where we were at. Let's catch up on some of these comments. Watching and listening from Parkersburg. Shout out to Teresa Lowe. Appreciate you joining the stream. Okay, let's talk about them. So, everyone, what do you think will be going on in the first episode of Season 8? Let's see. It's going to take a second to get caught back up. Did you guys hear that? Like, you guys had to have heard that. Jesus. All right, let's see. Dang. Like, that sounded almost like it hit a tree outside, that lightning. That was crazy. All right. Let's see. Jamie will probably arrive in episode 2. I'm not too sure. It's very curious. I don't know if they'll skip a little bit of time. See and hear you. Awesome. Back again. Back. Donnie, I'm not a fan of Sansa. Welcome back. You're good. Earthquake or children? Lightning. It was lightning. But, all right. So, we got 5 minutes to go. We got quite a bit of people in here. Let's see. Well, maybe. 13. All right. Let's see. Sweet Storm, where are you? I'm in southern West Virginia. And we are getting hit pretty good right now. It's been really nice for like the last week and a half, though, so kind of knew it was coming. Ready to get mind blown? If you're ready to get mind blown, you've come to the wrong place. No, I'm just kidding. Heard that. Lost Earth. Big battle should be 3 and 5. I definitely agree with 3 and 5. All right, so who do you guys want to talk about first? Which Stark child? We can count Jon as a Stark. Might as well. We'll talk about him too. So who do you guys want to talk about first? Hopefully the power does not go out again. I'm in Ohio. Think it's on the way. Yeah, it definitely could be, man. Definitely could be. Some border states. Talk about Arya first. All right, we got 2 Aryas in a row, so we'll go with Arya. So I've already done the Fate of Arya video. She's kind of tough. No one Arya. All right, we'll go with Arya. So, do you guys think that the Faceless Men will actually make an appearance? That's a question for you guys. Do you think that they will come back? I think it's a pretty decent chance, but at the same time, I'm not convinced yet. But I think if I had to put money on it, I would say they will. I think it's a pretty good storyline. A lot of people were really interested in it. So I could definitely see Jack and Hagar making a reappearance. The Stark ladies. But yeah, I want to know, do you guys think that the Faceless Men will come back? So, Arya, I mean, she's kind of like, all right, well, here's the thing. I believe she'll kill the mountain and Cersei wearing the face of the mountain's little brother. Yeah, we're going to get to that for sure because wearing the face of the mountain's little brother, I don't know about that one. Book, yes. Show, not enough time. I definitely agree. Or I can see that happening. The books, they'll definitely come back. Or I guess never really leave. But yeah, the show may not have enough time. 6 episodes to wrap up a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a very hard one with Arya. Yeah, I think they're more involved than we think. Why would they train Arya? That's a very good question. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we do not know the answer to. Kind of want Arya to be the Night Queen. I don't know. I would like Arya to be dead and Waithe to be playing Arya, and that's why they had her ask all those questions. All right, so in my Fate of Arya video, I did talk about her possibly having the Waithe, or the Waith actually being Arya, but I think as soon as Nymeria sees her, in the forest on her way to Winterfell, I don't feel like Nymeria... I feel like Nymeria would have known something was off, especially since they hadn't seen each other in so long. I think it was probably pretty cool that Nymeria let her go as it was. So if there was anything off at all, I feel like Nymeria would have probably just wasted her. So, yeah, I don't really feel like... Oh, I'm getting a call. I don't know from who. Let's turn my phone off. How about that? But, yeah, also, like, I don't think she would have went back to the twins and killed all the men there. So I think it's a pretty cool theory, but I definitely think it is Arya. So let's see. I think she's going to kind of be like a support role throughout the battles and stuff. I definitely think, I agree with that. Just wish it was. Yeah, it would definitely be really cool. So, yeah, I think she's kind of going to be a support role throughout like the battles and stuff. I think her biggest moment could possibly come when she maybe is the one to kill Cersei. And also, I can't wait to see her reunion with Jon. That's going to be absolutely awesome. Her and Jon getting to see each other. I don't really think her interactions with any other characters will be like crazy. Like I think Sansa and Dany could be very interesting, but as far as like Arya and Dany, I don't really think there's going to be anything like crazy going on. But her and Jon seeing each other again is going to be absolutely amazing. She's going to kick ass. I would love Arya to be the main one to sneak into King's Landing, as the fact she used to practice down there and knows about them. She needs to come around again. Definitely. Snowing King's Landing now, she could die just as you think, Mark. I would definitely kill a Nightwalker with a dagger. She deserves the kill. Yeah, so I think she's kind of just going to be a support role, possibly until she, possibly kills Cersei. I think that's going to be, that would be a perfect, like, ending to her story, I do believe. Like, getting the kill on Cersei because, she was there when, everything was going down, when they beheaded her father, of course. So I feel like, I don't know, when Arya like is telling them like she is going to kill the queen, like I don't know if that could foreshadow it a little bit. I don't really believe in a lot of like kind of simple foreshadowing. I know a lot of people do, but I don't know. I just feel like it would be perfect if they let her take out Cersei. So I think I don't think really any of these characters are just going to stay in like a main supporting role. I think that they'll have to like. I feel like all these characters deserve something kind of big. You know what I mean? Like for the last season. So I think it would be absolutely perfect for her to kill Cersei. I think that's kind of where her story goes. Let's see what we got. Arya, Jaime, Sandor, Brienne, Fantastic Four. I see, because Jon loves Dany. Arya wouldn't have a problem with her, and Sansa will still have a problem with Dany. Yeah, I agree for sure, because Sansa, she already didn't even want Jon to go. You know what I mean? So I think Sansa's kind of getting to where she like actually may want the throne. Like she is going to enjoy being like the Lady of Winterfell. So I feel like another, beautiful woman kind of comes into the picture, is powerful and stuff. Sansa could definitely, show a little bit of bitterness towards it. Let's see. Agree. I'm in the Sansa Jon reunion nearly caught its hair for me. Yeah. So just think about that. Like think of how sweet it was to just see Sansa and Jon, let alone Arya and Jon. Like, like when Sansa, like I'm reading the first book, by the way. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm actually reading the first book again. I have read it before in the past, but I don't think I paid much attention to it. But nonetheless, it seems like Sansa, like, growing up, she was kind of always just like Jon's a bastard, whatever. So just imagine how you felt then actually, trying to transition into how you would feel about Jon and Arya. It's going to be pretty crazy because, they got along probably the best out of all of the siblings, I feel like. I mean, at one point, I guess they were really even supposed to fall in love and stuff. But let's see. Although the translation given for Valonqar by Cersei Septa as little brother, the word has been known to have been used by Tyroshi with the meaning... Whoa. By Tyroshi with the meaning little brother. There are readers who have hypothesized that the Valonqar could be female. Well, I really like Arya using, one of the little brother's faces and killing Cersei. That would definitely be awesome. I think Arya's going to go ham in season 8, killing the Walker and Cersei. not enough time for the Faceless Men to really do anything else. It was just a way to tell part of Arya's story. They just needed someone to teach her how to fight. I mean, yeah, they could just be used for that for sure. There is like, I don't know, there's too much to wrap up with season 8 for them to really make a big appearance, but I still feel like they could come back. You never know. They may just not really explain much. Have to end big. I believe they'll change identity of Cersei's killer. Dead Cersei. What will Arya and Dany's first meeting be like if Dany acts jealous of Jon and Arya's relationship? I don't think she will be, because in the show they've kept it really good, just strictly, brother sister. Like I don't think that'll change. Honestly, I think Arya and Dany will be pretty cool. Tyrion states, I used to dream that one day I'd be rich enough to send a Faceless Man after my sweet sister. Hey, you never know. Dany's not that kind to be jealous about Jon's family. Yeah, I definitely don't think so. Yeah, I don't see it at all. I think Arya will poison Cersei. She will choke, and we'll single combat fight the Mountain. How that happens, I'm desperate to see. I definitely could see. I don't know. I don't feel like Arya's much. I don't really think Arya's going to. I don't think she would poison Cersei. I think it would be one of those things that she would kind of want to look in her eyes as she kills her, maybe. I think she wants to make that as personal as possible. And we'll single combat fight the Mountain. That's very interesting. I feel like Clegane Bowl has to go down for that one. Maybe Arya steps in afterwards if the Hound goes down, which I could definitely see happening. I'm not too sure how they're going to kill the Mountain yet. Like, Zombie Mountain's pretty cool. So maybe Tyrion sends Arya. Arya will wear a face when she kills Cersei. That would be epic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Shout out to Dante Williams, one of the Patreon supporters, making an appearance at the stream. I really appreciate it, bro. It's going to have a bittersweet ending and something big in their way for all the Stark and the rest of the characters, too. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, I feel like all these characters should kind of have like one big thing left, I feel like. Dany's longing to have a family because she's believing to be the last Targaryen. Yeah, I mean, I think family's always been important to her. So I think she could end up accepting Jon's family as kind of like her own, because they're going to end up having a kid together and stuff. When Tyrion finds out Cersei betrayed them, he will send Arya. Definitely. I hope the entire season is epic with bitter winner. Still think Jaime kills Cersei. Yeah, I think if Arya doesn't do it, it's going to be Jaime and vice versa. Like, I think it has to be one of those two that kills Cersei. Someone says I can see it being Euron for sure, or Lindsay Walker says that. Man, that would kind of suck, to be honest. Like, it would be kind of crazy. I feel like if Euron somehow kills Cersei, then he's going to end up being the last kind of final bad guy that they have to take down. And that would, I don't know, they could probably play it off and it'd be pretty cool, but it would almost kind of make it like Cersei never really mattered from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know. I don't know if I like that one too much. I'm split on two ways Arya can go if she survives. There's part of me that wants her to marry and have love, as she's been said to be very similar to Lyanna, and look where she ended up. Yeah, but I don't know. I still feel like, all right, so we'll just kind of get back on track and we'll go from there. So, like I said, I feel like she's going to be kind of like a supporting role, and then from there, she ends up probably doing something big, hopefully kills Cersei, maybe has a big part in like taking down the Mountain or something like that. But other than that, I feel like she's kind of just going to be there fighting. I'm sure there'll be lots of fight scenes with her and stuff. She may be like doing some type of like side mission or something. I'm not even sure, where she's being really stealth. But afterwards, honestly, I feel like she leaves. Like, I think she leaves. I don't think she really sticks around. I feel like she could go back to the Faceless Men, become an assassin. I don't really think we're going to like. I don't really see how they tie it in with like her and Gendry or anything like that. I know a lot of people could see that happening, but I don't know. Like, Arya's just not. She doesn't really seem like a very romantic character to me, and she's still pretty young. She's got these crazy like set of skills now. I feel like she, like Jon was talking about, goes west or something like that and just kind of is a sword for hire, really. I could see her doing that, because I think it's getting to where she likes killing. She likes killing for sure. Let's see. I believe Theon will kill Euron first. That's going to be tough, because I feel like Theon's going to die, actually. I think Euron will probably kill Theon, but maybe after Yara's already rescued, and then Yara may finish Euron off. So that's kind of what I think is going to go down, but I can see it happening. Let's see. Yeah, I can't wait to catch up on the books. I'm listening to the first book right now. Doing pretty good with it. What part did I just get to? I think they just made it to King's Landing, I do believe. So I'm not like crazy far into it, but I'm getting there. And it's only been just like a day or so. So I'm hoping to be caught up on the books within the next couple months. Excuse me. Let's see. Are you too broken to become encapsulated with Gendry and a bunch of children? Yeah, I 100% agree. Like, I think she goes west or just goes off. She kind of, starts killing people for money. Funny moment for me with Arya when she was being tended to by the actress who wanted her to come with her. And be in plays, and Arya said, "I don't think I can remember all the lines." Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought that was a pretty cool little part of the story when they brought those actors and stuff and actresses in there. Let's see. Shout out to Travis. Shout out to Ariadna. I think that's how you say it. Teresa. Shout out to you guys. Seth, Nico. All of you guys. Welcome to the stream. Rockamoss, sorry I'm late. Oh, you're all good, brother. We started a little bit early just because I had a storm brewing outside. It looks like it's passed over. Oh, we got Turd Bowl. Shout out to you, man. You've been here pretty much since the beginning. Nice to see you in the stream. Maybe Gendry goes with her. I don't know. I think it would be really cool if Gendry and Sansa ended up getting together. I think that would be pretty cool. It'd be a nice little twist, and I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. I think you would get, like, I don't know, a Baratheon and Stark house merge. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Gendry and Arya would be too... Wait. H-Wood. Too good? I don't know. I might be just reading that wrong. I think the Starks will remain in Winterfell. But all right, so... Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking Arya's going to do. I think she lives. I do think Arya lives. That's kind of what we were getting to. I think she ends up leaving afterwards. I don't want to read the books because I'm scared, George. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling, Donnie. I'm pretty worried about it too, but I guess I might as well just get ahead and read up on them and then the history books and stuff. A lot of you guys were telling me to read the history books and stuff first, but I think I just want to finish the regular books and then go back to the history books. But yeah, I think Arya ends up living if I had to put money on it. Yeah, I think she ends up leaving afterwards. I think she's kind of going to play a supporting role until she does something big, like possibly killing Cersei. I think that would be absolutely amazing. So do you guys want to talk about Sansa next? We kind of got to break it down kind of fast because I definitely want to like talk to you guys towards the end, and we still have 3 people to talk about. And of course, Jon's probably going to take a while because he's the biggest character of the show. And also with Arya, if we're kind of going off the direwolf theory, Nymeria is kind of running free right now. So Arya, after she's finished with all this, she could kind of, run free. Do you think they're going to reveal what Pod did to those prostitutes? Oh, I think you know what Pod did to those prostitutes. I think we know. That's hilarious. Shout out to Khaleesi Clues. Welcome to the stream. Excuse me. Let's see. We got 22 people in here. Shout out to you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Let's see. Lycan Studios. 100% sorting out the Patreon tomorrow. All good. All good. Take your time. Just the fact that you want to is absolutely amazing. I will take the support for sure. I really appreciate it. Let's see. I'm ready for moving to Sansa. All right. Let's talk about Sansa. So... my views on Sansa have completely shifted since I did the Fate of Sansa video. So back then, I thought she was going to die. I kind of just was feeling like maybe her character really doesn't have anywhere else to go. But the more and more I think about it, the more and more stupid I kind of feel for talking like that. So I know a lot of people, like Sansa is one of those characters, it seems like you either hate her or you love her. Like she's got some serious haters out there, but she's got some serious loyal fans too. So Sansa is kind of like this character that... she has I don't know. I kind of want to say that she might be like the most diversified character on the show maybe now. I don't really know. She's transitioned so hardcore. It's not even funny because she's gone from this character to where I didn't even really like, but I mean, she was like a little girl. So I've never been a little girl, but I'm sure those girls out there who are watching this or whatever, or thinking about Sansa, like, she wanted to be a queen. I mean, like all little girls pretty much play princess and play pretend royalty and stuff like that. So she just wanted to be she just wanted to be royal, and she wanted to fit in with the royal family. So she kind of like, I don't know, wanted it with like 100% of her heart, only to not even find out that it's not what she thought it was, but to the complete other end of the spectrum, that obviously she was just, I don't know, demoralized. Like, they treated her like pure shit. They were, physically violent, So she's kind of went from this character to who was pretty much like, I don't know, like wasn't able to do anything, to where now I think she is almost like the good version of Cersei. I kind of think like that's how she'll end up. She'll kind of be like a good version of Cersei. Like, she'll be, I don't know, she'll be able to play the Game of Thrones very well, and just like politics and, stuff like that. Like government, I think she would be fantastic to make it to the end, because I think honestly, if they needed somebody to rule, if for some reason they didn't really break the Iron Throne or break the will, like a lot of us think they will, like entirely, I think she would be like a really good leader for everybody. She would be a really good public face. But nonetheless, I thought she died, or I thought she would die, kind of like her direwolf. For the direwolf theory, it's kind of tough. It's almost kind of like you could just play it like her name was Lady, so it kind of shows like Sansa wanted to be a lady and just wanted to be, loved by the royal family and stuff, wanted to marry Joffrey. So when Lady died, maybe it just kind of shows where that whole entire part of Sansa died. You know what I mean? Kind of like Bran with his wolf. When Bran's wolf died, and we can kind of say that Bran Stark is dead. So Arya, she kind of went down this path like we kind of thought she would. Like, she would grow up, she would be a skilled warrior, basically. Kind of always like free flowing, you know what I mean? Jon's kind of the same way. Like, he kind of just slowly transitioned into what he is now, and it's pretty much the same character, just kind of grown up. But you have Bran and Sansa, who are just completely different. Like, basically what we knew from them, it's really like there's not even a root of what they used to be. So with Lady being dead, maybe it just means that, if we're going off this theory, that everything we knew about Sansa to that point is kind of dead. You know what I mean? So I feel like she might live right now. Let me read through some comments real quick before we go on. Excuse me. Let's see. Sansa is the one person I will predict living or dying. Yeah, she's very, very tough. Sansa is Lady of Winterfell, period. Yes. I mean, I think she would definitely be a really good ruler. And it's kind of funny because I know, like I'm saying, like, that's kind of what she wanted to do when she was little. And I kind of basically said, like, everything up to that point could be dead. But even though she would be a really good ruler, like, I don't feel like it's really the same, if that makes sense. Let's see. Sansa will end up with her real spouse, Tyrion. I don't know. That one's kind of tough. It could happen, but I kind of just feel bad for Tyrion. I don't really feel like he's going to get a woman. I don't think he's going to get a woman again in this show. I think it's just a tattoo for all the time spent doing Game of Thrones. Actors do that nowadays. It's just a chapter on the ghost of High Heartham. She and Jaime are kind of matched in the love-hate department. Pod deserves love. Bronn deserves his castle. You're damn right. Bronn's my favorite character for sure. And I don't know, like, the biggest question with Pod and Bronn, are they going to make it? I could see one of them dying. I don't see both of them making it. And I kind of got a bad feeling Pod's going to die. But Turbo says, I hate Sansa. I know. Most people hate her. They love her. Seen a video a while back, and they said George R. R. Martin doesn't want anyone to finish his work. We can't even talk about we shouldn't even talk about that right now. That just goes into a whole big other story. Better not comment on it. Sansa and Tyrion would be a nice couple too. They match in political skills. Definitely. Like, they would be really strong leaders for sure. I don't know. Sansa and Tyrion were kind of forced to marry in a really bad part of Sansa's life, which it's pretty much been pretty bad for like the whole show and pretty much most of the books. So, I don't know. I think it would remind her too much of everything that was bad. Seeing a Lannister, marrying a Lannister, I don't know. Personally, I think Sansa needs to have one more scene with Cersei where she can show her she's not a little dove anymore, and Cersei showed her how to play the game. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, what if Sansa got the kill on Cersei somehow? Like, I wouldn't be disappointed with that. She, I mean, she may even deserve it more than Arya, honestly. Like, yeah, now that I think about it, like, if anybody 100% deserves a kill on Cersei, it would probably be Sansa, actually. All right. This is going to help Jon and Dany understand how devious Cersei is, which may save some lives. Yeah, for sure. She could probably predict Cersei's moves a little bit better than anybody. But at the same time, Cersei is probably just 100% unpredictable. Wouldn't be surprised if all the cast got a tattoo because the show has been a huge part of our lives. It definitely has. Excuse me. All the wolves are named after something that represents the owner. Let's see. Let's close that out. I'm liking your set background. Thank you very much. Now that you guys are here, I started the stream a little bit early, but I've been working on this background kind of off and on all day. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. This was the big surprise that I was telling you guys about. Finally got a green screen, and I don't know. I think it turned out pretty cool. Eventually I'll have like the little TV like playing different things, but for right now it's pretty solid. I do believe. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you to all of you guys who supported me, because it was the funds off of YouTube and Patreon and stuff that I used to get all this equipment and stuff. So thank you guys very much. I believe it'll be the opposite of what they wanted in the beginning of the story, for sure. A lot of characters are kind of ending up at the other end of the spectrum than what they were at the beginning. It's pretty cool. Kind of like Bran and Jaime. We were talking about that last live stream, how they're kind of like intertwining and then going opposite ways. You kind of have Jaime who's becoming, kind of respectable, and you have Bran that's kind of just turned into a jerk. But I don't know. He's not even really Bran anymore. Let's see. I'm trying to catch back up. Let's see. Cersei is the Mad Queen for sure. She's definitely a queen, and she is definitely mad. Let's see. If I say this thing or that, it could apply only to the book or only to the show. Yeah, I mean, they are definitely going separate ways, but for this channel, like, we kind of stick more with the show. I feel like it has everybody a little bit more on a level playing field, especially me, because like I said, I've only read the first one. I'm rereading it right now, then we'll jump into the second one, then we'll do the histories. A lot of people were saying to read the histories first, but I think I'm just going to finish the main books. But yeah, most of the time when I say something, when I say something, it's for the show. Usually if it's about the books, I'll say in the books first. So just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Khaleesi says, love it, looks good. I appreciate it. Amelia C says, looks good. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks, Seth. Let's see. Sansa's half Tully too, and you know how flaky they get. Yeah, that's for sure, but none of the Tullys have went through what she's went through, so I don't know. Yeah, I gotta go work. I'll catch up after work. Keep up the good work. Buddy. Thanks a lot, Turbo. Appreciate it, man. Sansa knew Tyrion would never hurt her, and he even said that when she left that this is what she wanted, right? Wasn't it? It's in the book, so I think I can see it. Are you talking about them actually, ending up married? I don't know. Like, I think Sansa knows that Tyrion's a good guy, but at the same time, like, I think she would still kind of, I don't know. He's a Lannister, you know what I mean? And he was kind of just a part of everything that kind of did her wrong in the beginning. I read 7 books in 1 month. Jesus Christ, man. Rereading the books now. That's awesome. Okay, I'll try and only reference show things that actually makes my life a little easier. Yeah, it probably does for sure, man, but that's kind of the path we're going to stay on. So, all right, caught up with the comments. Sorry it took so long, but yeah, Sansa. So I think, I don't know. I feel like she's going to live now, and I think that's probably the biggest prediction that I could give. I feel like she's going to live, which is kind of crazy because I might end up saying that all the Starks live, and I know that's not going to happen, but I don't know. Shoot, I really don't know. I don't really see how Sansa would die. Like, you guys should give me some examples of like what actually would kill Sansa, because we're going to be in a season to where the main episodes are going to be preparing for battle, fighting the battles, and then we're going to have the end. So I don't really see Sansa dying in battle. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like she'll be anywhere really close. She'll be back at the main camp, I don't really see her dying. So you never know. I mean, I know Viserion is kind of flying around, but I don't know. Could they really just wipe her out by the Night King? You never know. I don't know, but I guess like the Night King could kind of storm like their main camp. Arya and Sansa could be there or something, and then Sansa could somehow die for Arya. But I'm just not convinced that Sansa's really going to die. And we know that the showrunners, they love her. They love her to death. They just love, like, not even just her character, but, you know, the actual actress, which her name just completely slipped my mind. I can't believe that. Let's see something real quick. We're going to Google it real quick. I know it. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure you guys will be saying it by the time I get it looked up. Sophie Turner. God, I'm an idiot. But, yeah, I don't really see her. I don't see her dying. Hey, just dropped in to visit some of my favorite people. Shout out to the Lady O. Thanks for stopping by. Someone needs to continue the Stark line. Who else but Sansa? That's a very good statement. But at the same time, I feel like Jon's going to, I don't know. I feel like he would claim Stark over Targaryen as soon as he finds out who his parents are. Jon is half Stark, exactly. Someone earlier said she would fight a giant. Sansa versus a giant? Well, if the direwolf theory is to be believed, then a Stark should be the one to kill her. Whew. That's very true. I really like that theory too, but how in the world would that go down? Like, that would be mind-blowing. Anyone gutted Game of Thrones isn't at Comic-Con this year. I don't really know too much about the cons. I need to look into those. I don't actually think she will be in the fight. Jon did say that every man, woman, and child needs to be armed and trained. Why is she any different? I mean, I think he's just saying, like, when it comes down to it, like, if they have the chance of being overran, but they're not going to send women and children to the front lines, you know what I mean? I think that was just kind of like an emphasis type statement. Here's one possibility. Sansa turns against Jon, so Arya Ooh. Man, that would be nuts. Man, if they made Sansa turn on Jon, that'd be pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. I do like that. I do like it. I think a lot of people would be disappointed, but if Arya ends up killing Sansa, I really like it. I like it. 2, she could sacrifice herself for Arya in the Battle of Winterfell. Yeah, I definitely think if she dies, her sacrificing herself for Arya would definitely follow through kind of with the direwolf theory if we look at it that way. But yeah, that'd be pretty crazy. Most anticlimactic death ever. Yeah, I don't know. They love Sansa. Like, the showrunners absolutely love Sansa and Sophie Turner. That's why they pretty much did what they did with Ramsay and everything, just because they love her abilities, her acting abilities so much. So I don't know. They would have a hard time killing her off for sure. Only other thing is that Jon might not want his family in the fight to protect him. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Like, I mean, I think he'll take Arya once he finds out like how good she is, but definitely. Jon can make another baby. That's gross. I don't think that's going down. Stargaryen. I think if she can escape Winterfell, then I think she can survive, but I'm worried about what will happen in the battle there. Yeah, because, well, yeah, now that I think about it, I mean, a lot of those pictures we've seen, showed Winterfell in flames, so Winterfell probably gets overran, and then they may end up running to King's Landing or something, or flying away on some dragons, and she might not make it. That's very true. It could definitely happen. Probably happen a lot easier than what I'm thinking. The Ice and Fire Con is in Deer Creek. Let's see. Where is that at? In Ohio. I wonder how far that is away from me, actually. I would love to go to convention for sure. I don't know if I'd even honestly have the time. Being a dad and husband and nurse and all this stuff, like, it'd be cool, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather go probably somewhere else with the family. I do imagine, just being honest, like, going to one would be absolutely awesome, but I don't know. It'd be cool. I'll definitely have to think about it and check out what all's going down. Agreed about Sansa. Sansa may end up making tapestry about the Great War, her needlework. She may end up like an old Nan character in the future and retelling a lot of the story. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know. her storyline is really, really interesting, for sure. I feel like she may end up being the face of, the government and stuff. I mean, I know they're probably going to break the will a lot, but I still feel like there's going to be that one person that is kind of like the main face of everything that's going down. So I think it could be Sansa for sure. Thought Sansa would die, but I'm not sure now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's very, very interesting. Surname of Stark may not survive, but the bloodline will continue. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I think the bloodline will continue for sure, because either way you have, Jon and Dany having a kid, so that's obviously a little bit of Stark in there. Excuse me. Let's see. Sansa's been taught well by Cersei Littlefinger on playing the game, so I don't think she'll go down as easy as she once would have. Definitely when it comes to playing the game. But as far as battle, she can't hold her own with a sword. There's no way. But shout out to Nancy. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's see. Shout out to Safe Con. Thanks for joining, bro. What if George's bittersweet ending is that the White Walkers win the battle but turn out to be the true good guys? We talked about this a little bit in the last video. What if the whole reason that the White Walkers are coming is to actually stop the baby from being born between Jon and Dany, because that baby actually is like prophesized to grow up to be terrible or something? You never know. It'd be definitely interesting, but that's a lot to cover in just a really small season. Oh, by Columbus. Okay. The wife and I actually went to the Columbus Zoo not too long ago, or the family, I should say, went to the Columbus Zoo. It was really nice. Really nice. And not a bad drive at all. Dragon Con, kids are free. I see what you guys are saying. Take the kid. That could be something. Nancy, the reason you just listen for her playing the game well, that's why I predict her turning on Jon. I really like that prediction. Like, I really like it. I may have to remake the Fate of Sansa video with these new ideas that you guys are giving me and stuff, because her turning on Jon, like, that would be really, really cool. If the story is being told from the future, history point of view, characters would have to survive. Or, well, yeah, that's very true. I think the way I would like for it to go down, if it's going to be one of those storytelling, POVs, I think it would be really cool to bring George R.R. Martin into it himself, playing like a really old Samuel Tarly. I think that would be pretty cool, but I don't know. It's kind of a little played out. But I definitely like what you're saying. Lady O, Ned had POV chapters and so did Caitlin. Yeah, because that would be kind of hard to turn that book into like a telling of the past, but I don't know. They could probably make it work. What do you think of the Night King leaving his army at Winterfell and just flying Viserion down to King's Landing for the 1 million? See, a lot of people talked about that, but they would really have to hone in on what the Night King's doing, because all of a sudden he will become like a tactical genius. So I really don't know. They would have a lot to do with that. I mean, how would he not win almost, you know what I mean? That would be pretty crazy. But after I catch up on these comments, do you guys want to talk about Bran or do you want to talk about Jon? Because for Sansa, we pretty much have that. I think she will survive. I think she'll play a big role in possibly the face of whatever government's still around. Yeah, so that's kind of what I got with Sansa. I don't really think she'll be near any battles unless Winterfell gets overran, which there's a big chance. Let's see. Hobie's home. Time to make some dinner. Peace out. Thank you so much for joining, Holly. We appreciate it a lot. Let's see. Are you for Queensguard? I can see that for sure. Like some type of life after all this goes down, where she's going to be, a swordsman or swords lady, I guess. Let's see. Bubba Husky, shout out to you, bro. Thanks for joining the stream. Eunice, thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Shout out to all you guys. We got 24 people in here. That's absolutely amazing. Excuse me. Walter White gets the throne. He's dead, dude. It ain't happening. I probably shouldn't have said that if any of you guys are watching that. Oops. I got to be more careful. My bad. Hope nobody's watching that. That show's old. You guys couldn't get too mad at me. I've never even really watched it all the way, if you guys want to know a secret. But what if when the Night King touched Bran, he not only made it possible to track them, but it also linked their lives? So if Jon wants Night King dead, he has to kill his baby brother. That's a huge theory that Bran is actually the Night King. Honestly, like, I wouldn't be too sad with that. I wouldn't be too sad about it. I think it'd be really cool. It'd be really, I don't know, that'd be one of those bittersweet things. Like, what if Jon has to kill him? Peace out. Got a job to do. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it a lot. Shout out to the Warrior King. But, yeah, since we brought that up, we'll go ahead and talk about Bran a little bit. Since, sheesh, it's already 7:34. Time flies doing this. It's absolutely amazing talking to you guys. All right, so let's talk about Bran a little bit. So, Bran, kind of like Arya and Sansa, I think they're just going to be like a supporting role for a little bit. Possibly, you know, it's going to be like a power couple between Samwell, Tarly, and Bran. I think you got to feed Bran the information and the questions that you want answered, and then he can figure out the answers. So I think we'll get Sam asking some really cool questions. We'll have Bran, you know, finding out. Fam, why can't any of you guys spell Cersei right? It's okay. I'm a terrible speller myself. But, yeah, so I think Bran, he'll play a pretty, like, he'll be one of the major supporting roles, trying to figure out what's going on with the Night King. If we actually can get, you know, a good story wrap with the Night King, I think he'll definitely play an interesting role. You know, he's going to be warging into stuff. Hopefully a dragon. I think it'll definitely happen. Shoot, what is I think they say something. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking, but nonetheless, you know, he's going to warg into some stuff. Maybe a dragon. I think it'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I think he's going to just be a main support role. I think that's kind of how his story ends. I don't really know if they make him out to be the Night King. It definitely could happen. I have a whole video even talking about it. But when I first started watching Game of Thrones and first started getting into like theories and stuff, that was my favorite. That was like my favorite theory, that Bran was the Night King. I think it was just because it was one of the first ones that I really read into and stuff. You know, like he could basically, it could show like why the Mad King went mad. You know, all the way back to what went down with like Bran the Builder a little bit, but he could like go back in time trying to figure out what was going down, whispers to the Mad King, burn them all and stuff. Like, I don't know. It could be very interesting, but I don't really know. I still just kind of feel like he'll just be a major support role, kind of like a Melisandre type thing, because I think they're both going to do like the, you know, kind of mystical, more magical type support roles. So definitely can't wait to see what happens with them. I think Melisandre, Varys, and Bran are just like the three most interesting characters that it's so hard to really make a prediction about, because they could really go any way they want to. Let's see. Cersei is the kindest character in the series. Definitely. Bran's Bloodraven now. We need to see his full potential and how it finishes. I agree. Like, Bran War is a kraken. As if we were talking about the woman who killed her childhood friend because she was jealous. Yeah, Cersei's very nice, guys. Melisandre dies fighting the Night King. I definitely could see that happening. I do think Melisandre dies. I think she dies for sure. I think Varys dies too, but nonetheless, yeah, I think Bran's just going to be like this major support role. Him and Sam are kind of going to be like this power couple. I mean, I guess technically I think Bran will live, but at the same time, he's not really Bran Stark anymore. He'll be like the three-eyed raven. I kind of like the theories where he kind of just lives in the trees and stuff like the other one did. Like, I feel like his body's just kind of a vessel for this, you know, almost like supernatural being now. So Bran Stark, as we know, is pretty much dead, which kind of goes along with the direwolf theory too. Direwolf's dead. So, yep, definitely think so. And what else was I going to say? I'm not too sure. I got so many things running through my mind. I'm trying to read you guys at the same time. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining in once again. Let's see. think the three-eyed raven we saw in the trees got stuck in Bran's mind and has taken over his mind, and that might be what has changed him since he's left there. I mean, I don't really know how much like backstory they're gonna give on the three-eyed raven, but honestly, yeah, like if you think about it, it could be like one essential being that kind of just like takes control of a certain vessel, you know, has access to all their feelings and memories and stuff, but for the most part, kind of just like tunes all that out and is just focused on, you know, the task at hand. So I definitely could see that, like the three-eyed raven is kind of like its own thing, and he's just using Bran as a vessel. He's really not Bran Stark anymore. Excuse me. I mean, even he says it. He's like, I'm the three-eyed raven now. Because, like, I mean, he doesn't seem like he really cares about anybody else, honestly. So it's very interesting. Let's see. Old Mel has to redeem herself, especially for Shireen. Yeah, for sure. We were kind of talking about it a little bit of on the fate of Jaime Lannister. Like, so she's responsible for Shireen, and then of course Jaime like pushed Bran out of the tower. So I kind of feel like both of those characters, they have to go out with a bang to redeem themselves. I think the only way they really can do it is dying for this war and for the world and for, you know, the humanity's best interest. I think that's really the only way they can kind of be redeemed. Old Mel, another kind of character. I can see that. Great. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, what happened? Bran Hawking. I'm going to try and be silent a bit. No, you're good, dude. Keep talking. I love hearing all your guys' thoughts. I'm definitely not the prince that was promised. Me either, dude. Me either. Hopefully everything's working pretty good. I haven't really been watching the video, but I tried to set up like the bottom scrolling stuff. We got all of our new Patreon supporters. Shout out to the prince that wasn't promised. Shout out to John. Shout out to oh, we got another one. It starts with an L. That's kind of hard to pronounce though, I do believe. Let's see. Shout out to all the Patreons. Shout out to all you guys. Let's see. Lysandros. Shout out to him. All right. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? Sean Bean is Azor High. Yes, he is, dude. Gotta love some Sean Bean. He just dies too fast in everything I've seen him in, which I guess is only limited to like 2 things, but whatever. Yes, the vessel for all knowledge. He's already seen the deaths of everyone he knows and cares for. Yeah, I mean, like, he's not Bran Stark anymore. Bran Stark is dead. It's the three-eyed raven. There's no way like you can go back from something like that. Like a lot of people think like he'll just die because the war will be over and stuff. But I feel like the three-eyed raven probably still has some type of usefulness in the world, even when there's not a major conflict at hand. You know what I mean? Because there's probably always going to be some type of conflict, especially in a world like this. And we don't really know too much about like sequels and stuff. You never know. Sean Bean dies in every blanking movie. Let's see. The only unkind character in Game of Thrones is Samwell. Seriously, is probably the nicest. You crazy. Still here just listening. Shout out to Amelia. Really like the new background. Congrats on the green screen. Thank you very much, Red Sonja. It's thanks to you guys for sure. All you guys supporting me on YouTube, Patreon, like using the funds to get cool stuff like this. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm glad you like it. Glad you like it. It's really cool seeing you guys who have been here since the beginning, still popping around in chat and stuff. Sean Bean did not die in Percy Jackson. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. All right. So we talked about Bran. We think he's pretty much dead, even though he's a three-eyed raven. So we basically Bran's dead. What we know of Bran is dead. Arya kind of thinks she's going to live. I think out of her and Sansa, I almost feel like Arya would have the most chance of dying just because she's going to be the only one like really in fights and stuff. Sansa will probably be falling behind a little bit, you know, staying at like the castle, the main camp even. But, you know, we do have the possibility of Winterfell being overran. So Sansa's kind of hit and miss, but I do think she lives. I think the showrunners like her way too much. Completely changed my opinion on it since I made that Fate of Sansa video. Let's see. I've been eating all day and I'm still hungry. Get you some protein. Get you some fats. They'll fill you up. What is Bran's purpose when the war for the Dawn is ended? I kind of think he would get bored talking to crows and looking through weirwood trees. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, it's kind of just what it's going to be, I think. I'd get bored too, but he's a three-eyed raven. He'll get to where he'll just spend more time, you know, in visions and stuff like that, you know, floating around through history and stuff, I'm sure. Because if you think about it, he's very young. He's only been the three-eyed raven for just a little bit of time. He didn't even get the proper training and stuff, so he's still got a lot of untapped potential. Let's see. Azor Ahai is an invention of slave culture. The hero is a smith to keep people working diligently, similar to the smith from the Faith of the Seven. Whew, you're getting into some serious knowledge. I probably better not comment on that. Travis, stop smoking. He's got the munchies. When people talk about traveling to the past, they worry about radically changing the past by doing something small. No one in the present really thinks that they can change the future by doing... The ink is dry. The ink is dry. Recording an accurate history to make sure it never happens again. Let's see. Something small. Oh, they can change the future by doing something small. Yeah, I think... I don't know. The ink is dry is a pretty cool statement for that. I think Sansa will live and be part of the round table council that Kyle mentioned the other day. Yeah, that's how I'm starting to feel. I did think she was going to die at first, but she's a very strong character. She's not really going to be mixed up in any of the battles, so I could definitely see her. Living, and she would be a good face for the public. You know what I mean? If I don't eat, I'll fall asleep. I can't win. Well, Jon, Bran doesn't really have legs under him. He has legs, they just don't work. Sansa for the first president of Westeros Parliament. I'm cool with that, honestly. All right, so let's talk about Jon. This is going to be the toughest. I don't know. Bran's pretty tough to talk about, but Jon, just because it's like half or half. Is he going to die or is he going to live? The every Bran theory. Is that where, I guess, like, he's pretty much all the Brans, like Bran the Builder and throughout time? I don't really know, honestly. That one's tough. I don't really know, honestly. Honestly, I really don't know. I don't really like that theory, to be honest. Let me grab some cashews real quick. Not a big fan of that, just because it doesn't... Oh, thanks, Safe. I appreciate it, man. Had to grab a little bit of a snack. But, I don't know. I don't feel like they're gonna waste time dealing with that stuff for the end of Game of Thrones. They could possibly dive into it in the prequels, maybe, but there's just too much stuff to really wrap up. And I don't really know enough in the books to really make an assumption, but not a big fan of it, I don't think. Okay, let's see. I believe Jon will accept the Targaryen name because he has been saying he's not a Stark for 7 seasons. Yeah, but he didn't know that his mom was actually a Stark. So, I don't really know. And I think he wants to be a Stark. And I think Ned, I mean, that was his dad. May not even be his father. He thought he was, but he was still his dad. That's who raised him, you know. That's who shaped him into the man that he is. That's where he gets his honor from, you know what I mean? So, I don't think I think he would continue as Jon Snow before he was actually, like, said, hey, I'm, you know, a Targaryen. I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. Someone give me a good movie that's on Netflix that I can watch tonight. I don't know about movies, man, but holy shit, I've been watching the hell out of some Supernatural. Ooh, that show is so good. Like, I've almost thought about making some Supernatural videos, but that's too weird. Too weird. Excuse me. I think Jon will live. I hope he lives. Me too. All right, Jon's already dead. Why not again? Revenge is a dish best served cold. It's very cold in Westeros right now. Okay. Maybe the reanimated dead can't be controlled by the Night King. I don't know. I think they're pretty controlled. if all of the dead die, Jon dies, and Winter cannot be killed. A lot of people think that once they abolish like magic and the White Walkers, or once they abolish like the Night King, like they'll eventually get rid of all magic and anything associated with it. So technically Jon would die, but I don't know. Like, sorry, snacking on some cashews, talking with my mouth full. My mom's watching this. She hates me. It's probably gonna ground me. But I don't know. I don't really think they'll abolish all of that stuff. Jon will embrace Stark and Targaryen halves of him. I think he will definitely embrace both of them, but if he doesn't remain Jon Snow and he actually wants to claim a name, I think it's got to be Jon Stark. Have to. Especially because it'd probably make him feel a little bit better about being with a Targaryen. As much as I'd like Jon to live, I think he has an 80% chance of dying. If he survives, I don't think he will take the Stark or Targaryen name. I agree with you. He will remain Jon Snow. Yeah, that's honestly, like, the more and more I think about it, that's kind of where I'm leaning with it, because he's kind of embraced it. And it doesn't even really matter. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, Jon, he's going to find out this news. He's probably going to, I mean, it's probably going to hit him pretty good for a little bit, but at the end of the day, he's going to be focused on taking down the Night King and Cersei. So, yeah, it probably won't matter too much, but if he had to pick a name, I think he goes with Stark. And I really hope he lives, but I can see him dying too. I can see him dying as well. But I think if I had to make a prediction, I would say lives. I think I got to go with lives, but I don't know. He's kind of 50-50 for me. I think if it came down to Dany or Jon dying, I think they killed Dany, and I don't think they kill both of them. I don't think so. But you never know. You never know. Supernatural is my favorite show. Oh, it's so good. So good. That's kind of what I've been like falling asleep to and watching Supernatural. I think I just got to season 8. They just like figured out how to read the tablet, the Word of God, and they're shutting the gates, or working on shutting the gates, but I don't see how that could happen. So it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. Lycan Studios getting your storm now. Yeah, man. It only lasted for about 15 minutes, but yeah, it was pretty rough. Hopefully it's not like gaining steam on its way to you. I think Jon will live, but the thing he told Theon will come into play for him as a Stark and Targaryen. Whew. Yeah, I don't know. That's very tough. Very tough. Kind of got to stick with he'll kind of just remain Jon Snow, or if he has to like claim it, he's going to be a Stark. Especially since, well, I don't know. I was going to say especially since all the Starks are gone, but obviously there's really only one Targaryen left, so I don't really know. Did you not see how they were connected when they killed the one that raised them? They all die. Season 7. I'm lost. I must have missed what you were talking about. When Beric Dondarrion says if they kill the Night King, they kill all, and Jon says, you don't understand. What do you think he means? I really don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time seeing like magic and everything being completely taken out of this world. Like, it could be, I guess, but I don't know. I really don't think it could happen. But I mean, if like Evil says, Evil Loch if all the dead do die, then Jon will die. That's for sure. But I don't really see it happening. Let's see. I watched Supernatural for years. Oh, scroll down. I watched Supernatural for years, but finally got bored. Yeah, it's pretty repetitive, but I love it. Just like, I don't know, their characters are amazing. He'll die on the inside if he finds out Ned's not his father. Yeah, but at the same time, it's not really like he has no relation to Ned. You know what I mean? Like, he still is his uncle and raised him, so he is his dad, just not his father. So I don't really think he'll be, like, I don't think it'll destroy him. I mean, it's going to be some crazy news, but I don't know. I go back and forth on Jon, much like Sansa, but I predicted death. Yeah, I know a lot of people that read the books and really know George R.R. Martin's work and stuff really thinking that Jon dies. So definitely could happen. Shout out to Richard. What's up, dude? The green screen is dope. I appreciate it, man. Thanks to you guys on Patreon. I really appreciate it. You guys are, allowing me to do cool stuff like this, so I really appreciate it. Amelia C says, really? I don't know which one she was talking about. Been ranting for a while. Probably something she doesn't like. Well, Jon, like Jon riding a dragon, which I think will happen. Everybody, if you think Jon will ride a dragon, put like a fire in the, put a fire emoji in the chat. Let's see if we can get a couple of them. I know Amelia likes that theory. Well, Jon and Daenerys are together. Two different stories, but the same coming together in the end. Yeah, I mean, that's the song of Ice and Fire. You know what I mean? Let's see. Excuse me. Hashtag reboot Xena and Hercules. I haven't even heard those shows in a long time. Xena the Warrior Princess. The princess is my favorite quote in the whole series. I don't see Jon and Dany living happily ever after. Too cheesy for Game of Thrones. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough. One of them will probably die. Supernatural should have stopped with Swan Song, but it still has its moments. I tuned in late, but do you think Theon or his sister will survive? I brought that up, so I think Theon actually... I feel like Euron will kill Theon, but maybe he will already have rescued Yara, and then she will kill Euron, and she will live. That's kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like Theon, he's kind of like Jaime and Melisandre. Like, they've done really bad things, and I feel like they're probably just gonna die. I don't see them sticking around. I'll have to definitely figure out what the Swan Song is. Actually, I'm just gonna look it up real quick. See how close I'm getting to it. Oh, the fifth season finale. Fifth season finale. Got you. That's where I guess he ends up falling into the pit. Yeah, like I honestly think just the way that they were wrapping that up, I feel like I got into it way late, but I feel like that's probably where they thought it was going to end, I think. But I don't know, like the whole purgatory thing is really cool to me. Let's see. And actually, I want to do this. We're going to maybe. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure that out. Okay. It might be because that was kind of late. Let me see something real quick. I'm trying to do something, guys. Have to wait until Sonia or Amelia says something else in the chat. I'm going to put you guys as moderators. You guys have been here since the beginning, so I think it'd be pretty cool. The princess wasn't promised, maybe reanimated the dead and can't be controlled by the Night King. Sansa must die, but will live. I think she'll live. Y'all should watch. Was that supposed to be Wynonna Earp? Like, I can think of like Wyatt Earp, but never heard of Wynonna. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's a show. Wynonna? I don't even know how to pronounce that. But, I see Purgatory. That definitely sounds pretty cool. I'll have to check that out for sure. I'm always into some really cool shows. All right, I need to catch back up. Well, let's get going. Jon has a claim to the throne. Jon will have to take Aegon Targaryen name and has a claim to the throne. Well, I don't know, because honestly, if you think about it, do the Targaryens really have a claim to the throne? Because the rebellion was won, so technically, if we're going to get super technical, I feel like it would actually be Gendry if he's legitimized. So I don't really know. I think at this point it could go either way, because I feel like the rebellion was won. I mean, they were defeated. I predict it's Dany that finally legitimizes Jon, arrives Jon Stark. Yeah, I like it. I like it for sure. And shout out to Muspus. What's up, buddy? I need to make you a moderator as well. I just don't know if I can do it. Let's see. It's not letting me do it. I don't really know why. Oh, okay. I know why. All right, hold on. Got to, let's see. For some reason, it signed me out, so it wasn't letting me set anybody as moderators. So, all right. So we have Red Sonya. We'll make you a moderator. And then we have, let's see, my man Muspus. Been here since the beginning as well. And then see if I can find a million. All right. Moderators. All right. We got a good set of moderators now. Shout out to all you guys. All right, let's see. I need to catch up a little bit faster. Let's see. I feel like Euron and Theon will kill each other at the same time. That would be a hell of a way for Theon to go down. For sure. I like it. No, Cersei will poison Euron and Arya. With Qyburn. I could see Euron could definitely be killed by Cersei. That was something she would do for sure. Excuse me. And yep, Swan Song was the original ending. Yeah, I figured so, just the way they wrapped it up. I remember my sister's a huge Supernatural fan, and I think we were talking about it a little bit, and she was kind of saying she thinks it definitely was the original ending. So yeah, I could see them ending it there, but they were making so much money, they couldn't do it. Mountain and Oberyn kind of killed each other at the same time. Very true. If Oberyn, just think about that. If Oberyn wouldn't have been like showboating around, he could have just ended the mountain so fast. He could have just destroyed him and saved the mountain from, well, I guess they still could have turned him into a zombie, but Oberyn would still be alive. That would be pretty interesting. Definitely want to progress the Dorne storyline a little bit better. I know a lot of you guys who read the books and stuff, I haven't got to really like the Dorne storyline yet, but that's one of the main complaints I think that I've heard. I don't know. Yeah, there's a show on Netflix. I just looked it up. Definitely got to look into it. Let's see. Whoa. All right, gotta catch up. Now that Jaime's left his position in Kingsguard, which he'd already been released from, isn't he Cersei's heir? I don't really feel like... I don't think Cersei really has a rightful claim. I think maybe, well, I don't know. Honestly, as of right now, I guess Cersei does kind of have a claim to be the queen, but if Gendry is legitimized, I think it'll make more sense. Plus, Cersei's going to die. She's got to die. There's no way. Will Gendry even want the throne? Probably not. There probably won't really be a throne. There probably won't be a throne, but he will definitely be one of those council members for sure, I do believe. Well, the Iron Throne was never meant for anyone but Targaryens. Yes, that's very true. So you could kind of say that, but at the same time, oh shoot, if we had like a president that invented the presidency and then all of a sudden we didn't like what he was doing and we overthrew him, they'd still kind of feel it. Sorry I keep snacking in front of you guys. I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I'm trying to get in a little bit more calories before the day is over. True Amelia, yeah, that makes sense a lot. Whoa. Let's see. We're getting caught up. Maybe not. It just scrolled me down. Man, it's already 8 o'clock. We'll just keep going until like 8:30 or something. I love doing this. This is so fun. I just need to get better at being a little faster and not ranting as much. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Lycan. Oh, no problem. Shout out to Must Plus. Oh, Richard Hugh. We gotta get him moderating too. You guys that have been here since the beginning, 100% modding you guys. I don't even really know what it means, but I like being able to see your guys' comments pop out a little bit better. Let's see. Jon definitely rides a dragon. Heck yeah. I think technically Jon has lost his claim as he bent the knee to Dany, but let's wait and see. Yeah, but I mean, what's a queen without a king? What's a king without a queen? Out of all the houses, do you think any will survive? I don't think houses are really going to matter, but honestly, it's looking pretty rough for all of them. I actually made a video that I kind of went in depth with it. If you want to check it out, it kind of answers it a little bit better. So Tyrion is pretty much will be the last shot for the Lannisters, I do believe. So I think it kind of looks good because I think Tyrion's going to live. I can't really see them killing him off. The Baratheons, if they legitimize Gendry, I think it's a good chance. I think Sansa gives the Starks hope. So does Jon's kid. Maybe they just come up with like Targaryen and Stark, the Stargaryens or something. But yeah, I think a lot of them have a pretty good chance of surviving. But will it matter? Probably not. Excuse me. Let's see. I think Jon won't be riding a dragon on his own. Sadly, he hasn't had time like Daenerys with Drogon, but he will be with Daenerys on Drogon. Yeah, he'll ride a dragon for sure, but you're basically saying, like, he won't ride one by himself. He won't... I don't know the word I was looking for, but I don't know. I kind of think he will. He did ride Dany, so he technically rode the last dragon. I don't know. It's probably like Team On stuff. Probably shouldn't even been talking about it, but it's always funny how, like, we say, like, guys rode girls, because it's really the other way around, like, in my experience, but I don't know. So technically the dragon rode him, probably, is what happens. All right, change the subject. Robert's rebellion was started on a lie. Yeah, but they still won it, regardless of what it was. But I do understand what you're saying. Legally, Cersei has no claim unless you consider it take by conquest. Yeah, like, that's kind of what I said. Like, Cersei, I guess, I don't know. If Robert had the claim, now all of his kids are dead, other than Gendry, Cersei, I don't know. I feel like she does kind of have a little bit of a claim. Maybe. I'm not sure, but that's very tough. Very, very tough. Let's see. All right, I think we might be caught up. Or, nope, I missed a couple. Let's see. Nice background, my dude. Shout out to Peter. I really appreciate that. I worked on it off and on all day. I think it turned out pretty cool. Just want to say shout out to all my Patreons and all you guys support me on YouTube. I wouldn't be able to get green screens and stuff like this if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys think of anything cooler that I could add to this background, definitely let me know. Let's see. Houses are going to die out just like Dany promised. Crash the wheel. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it really won't matter too much. Jon rode a dragon, bent the knee on a boat. Jon got ridden by a dragon. The throne was seriously in debt to three parties. The Tyrells out of the picture. The Iron Bank paid with Tyrell gold, and the Lannisters. What does the kingdom have to offer as payment? I mean, the whole Golden Company thing is going to be very, very interesting. We're going to have to save that for another video, because that's basically going to be the main thing that comes out of what you just said, I think, is like what's going down with the Golden Company. So we'll definitely save that for maybe the next live stream. Let's see. Cersei has a legitimate claim. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Very tough. Since Jon bent the knee, he would merely be a consort like Prince Philip. Yeah, I think he bent the... Yeah, you're right. You're right. Definitely. But, I don't know. Hopefully it won't matter, because they'll destroy the Iron Throne, so there will really not be a king type, or king and queen type thing. But, I don't know. I think they still say it when they introduce Daenerys, don't they? I think so. So I don't really know. I don't know. It's tough. All hail King Tyrion, Long Shadow. Let's see. We're getting there. We're getting there. Jon is a dragon himself, so you make a very good point. Make a very good point. I feel like the throne will be destroyed. It's the only way to keep the other houses from killing each other over it. Yeah, I think it'll just be kind of like council member type things. Said, or Bran can warg into the dragon Jon is riding to help him get to the Night King in the air. That'd be very interesting. Very interesting for sure. Burn them all, let the blue-eyed giant sort them out. Jon and Dany's baby is what the Night King really wants. There's a really crazy theory about that. I'll have to read up on it again, but very, very interesting. Like, the baby's kind of like the Lightbringer. Very interesting. At the end, the throne will be destroyed, and there will be a council representing the Seven Kingdoms, perhaps led by Jon and Dany's daughter, assuming it's a girl. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Definitely. So, okay, a lot of people think that Dany's going to die. Do you guys think it's going to be childbirth? Like, is she, like, I don't really know the timetable right now. She's just now getting pregnant, and we assume it's kind of like real life, 8 to 9 months. Like, if she dies, can the baby really survive? Like, realistically, I'm not too sure. I mean, babies, I guess, can live, what's the shortest pregnancy that survived? Last month, 21 weeks. God, that's like 5 months. I don't know. Whew, that's tough. All right. Peter the Noble. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for joining the stream. What's going down with the Fire Hand? I think we may have to save that for another video because I think that's very, very interesting. I definitely think Melisandre comes back and adds a lot of support that they don't know that they're going to get yet. I know a little bit about him. I'm definitely going to read up more before we talk about it in depth, but I do know that what am I trying to say? Hold on one second. Yeah, I do know it's all based around like the Lord of Light and stuff. Let's see. Daenerys lives fire and Jon is frozen fire. Okay, let's see. It keeps scrolling down. We're getting caught up. And then we'll talk a little bit more about Jon, and then we'll sign off. Whoa. All right, you guys started getting a little crazy in the dragon on dragon stuff. That's pretty funny. Let's see. I forget who proposed this, but Cersei paid off the whole debt. Why would the Iron Bank back inevitable loser? Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna have to definitely save that for a whole other video talking about the Golden Company and Iron Bank and stuff. Definitely childbirth. Oh man, like you guys made some good comments talking about it in the last live stream that childbirth, like, you know, back in the day, that was one of the things that like would really like put a woman down in history as dying in childbirth. Like that was like the, I don't know, I guess the most honorable death they could have, but I don't know, like 21st century. I know these books are based on like a long time ago and stuff, but I really hope they don't kill her in childbirth. That would be terrible. A million said 6 months. I read on Google that one was 5 months, but whew, that's crazy. Hope it's not childbirth, but the odds aren't good considering the dead mothers in the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah, Targaryen mothers, they do not do very well. That's for dang sure. I do think Dany will die during childbirth. D on D on D. Oh my God. Dany will die in childbirth. That sucks. What a sad ending for an epic character. Yeah, that would be. Targaryen women tend to die in childbirth. Yeah. Mel comebacks with Kinvara and Fire Amy. The Fire Hand are badass. Yeah, I definitely need to look into them a little bit more. But I do kind of know a little bit about what goes down and stuff. I definitely think they're coming for sure. Like Melisandre is going to have a big part to play. Dragon Mile High Club. I love it. That's hilarious. Jaina Lannister was not a Targaryen. We can't even get started on that. Can't even get started on it because it kind of would. I don't know if that would make sense. It would almost be more like the twins are Targaryens, wouldn't it? I think. I'm not sure. I've looked into that theory a little bit, and it wasn't really panning out for me. 1,000 warriors are fire. Nah, George won't kill Dany off during childbirth. I predict falling off Drogon. Yeah, I could definitely see her dying in battle, but at the same time, Dany to me is one of these characters where I don't even know, like, after she knows she's pregnant, like, yeah, I guess she'll still want to fight, but I don't know. Maybe she's smarter than that. Maybe she'll stay back. Let's see. Good stream. I got to say my goodbyes. Now, thanks for tuning in, Evil. Hopefully, coming from Bridge 4's videos, it wasn't too big of a letdown. We just try to have fun, talk about the show a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed. I appreciate it a lot, my man. All right, let's see. Yeah, Lyanna Stark wasn't a Targaryen, but maybe they died when giving birth to a dragon. Yeah, that's kind of where I was. That's kind of what I'm thinking, like the mother of Targaryens. What if Dany dies in childbirth? Jon has to kill her before she turns, and that is the Nisa Nisa moment. If the Nisa Nisa moment has to go down, I'd be 100% cool with that because I don't really want it to. I don't want it to be in any way, shape, or form where Dany was not going to die. Like I feel like, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of the whole Nisa Nisa thing. Excuse me. Dany's not going to die. She's Lightbringer personified. She's the symbol of a new beginning. I really hope so. I really hope so. Let's see. All right. Catelyn refers to childbed was a woman's battlefield. Childbed is such. Sure. I think it's still a subject talking about Daenerys. You ain't joking. You ain't joking. Shout out to Mark. We're going to make Mark a moderator too. He's been here since the beginning. Shout out to Mark. Danny's saying back. Good luck with that. Yeah, I know. She's definitely going to go full force into the battle, I'm sure. In the original manuscript, she lives. Yes, I do like the main characters that live. I guess it was Bran, Arya, Jon, Tyrion, and Dany, I think. I think that's the 5 that live. And I'd be 100% okay with that. You did great, like, and don't be too hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm not, dude. I just like making sure you guys know that I don't consider myself to know like as much as you guys or anything like that. Because I don't know. I just watch some YouTubers and they like, it just burns me up when people are like, this is definitely going to happen because I read the books or whatever. You know what I mean? So I just like you guys knowing that I'm definitely down for anything to happen. I don't really know a lot about the book, so I love learning about it. I love you guys telling me stuff. But, yeah, I appreciate it a lot, dude. Not at all. I just don't think Jon would ever kill Dany. Yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't know. At the same time, Jon kind of knows what's at stake. So if it came down to it and he had to make that decision, I think Jon could actually do it, but I really hope not. I think it's a metaphor. Yeah, everyone takes it literally. I hope you're right for sure because I'm not a fan of it at all. Or that like the child could be the Lightbringer. That's pretty cool. She rode with Dothraki till the end of the pregnancy. She can ride a dragon into battle. Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Like she wasn't really out killing people with the Dothraki. You know what I mean? Like this is gonna be a little bit different. I think she's gonna be a huge target if she's on a dragon. You know. Let's see. Red herring. That's funny. What do you guys think about the dragons laying eggs? Yeah, that is going to be interesting to see if a dragon does make it because a lot of people, they think that magic's going to die out and everything, and that would probably mean the dragons too, so I don't know. Women often die in childbirth in that time period. Being Targaryen has nothing to do with it. Yeah, I think it's just their track record. Their track record doesn't look too good giving birth to a Targaryen kid. But yeah, for sure. I mean, their medicine, like, they're sitting there doing like milk of the poppy and stuff. They need to be given Dilaudid and stuff. Start them on some Dilaudid. But all right, let's see. In the original manuscript, Arya and Jon had a love triangle with Tyrion. Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. I don't think anyone could possibly know. Prince was promised. Glad those changed. Yeah, me too. I don't think it would have taken off very well. Just noticed your chair is confusing. Yeah, so I was waiting for somebody to point that out. So my chair is green. It's a green screen, but the back of the green screen is blue, and that's the main reason I bought the one I did because it's actually a blue screen as well. I tried using the blue screen, but it cuts out my eyes where my eyes are blue. So like I literally look like I'm warging into something when I when I do it. So I might like I don't know record like a little clip and put it in a video one day so you guys can see what it looks like because it totally takes out the blue in my eyes and I was not expecting it. So it's like I guess I would rather look like I'm in an invisible chair than looking like I'm warging into something. It's pretty funny. Let's see. We're almost caught up. I believe the last twist has something to do with Night King and the White Walkers. Yeah, there's something that's definitely going to go down. Definitely a huge target. Dany needs armor as well as Drogon for sure. Yeah, that's what they need to be working on, some dragon armor for sure. Targaryen babies come out with claws, wings, and tails. Or claws. Maybe their purpose or why they came after so many years south of the wall. Hodor type of twist. I don't know if we can be getting any more of these Hodor twists. That was insane. But shout out to Anthony. Thanks for joining the chat. Yeah, of course, it's a metaphor. Nisa or a highlight bringer. I hope so. I have to see that, but a metaphor for what? Skin changing. Yeah, pretty much, dude. It was weird, but yeah, I'll definitely send you guys like a clip, or not send you guys, but I'll upload like a clip in the next video or something. What it looks like when I'm using the blue screen. But all right, we are all the way caught up. Sorry if I missed anybody, but so Jon. All right, I think if Jon or Dany have to die, which I hope they don't, I think Jon lives. I think Dany dies. Jon's already kind of died, so it would make sense for him to just be taken out. But at the same time, what do you guys think's really going to go down with Beric? Like he could still, give somebody, what do they call it? The kiss of, I'm not sure. I got to catch up with the books. I know that it's actually Catelyn in the books, so pretty crazy. But Barrett could still give, like, was it like the kiss of life or whatever? He could still bring somebody back. So what if Dany dies, but he brings her back or something? That would be pretty cool. But yeah, I think Jon ends up living. I think Jon has to get the kill on the Night King. I feel like I know there was that big plot leak that came out where he was imprisoned by Cersei. I don't think anything like that's gonna happen. Let's see. Gendry gonna bang out a chest plate. Yeah, dude, he's gonna make some dragon armor. Dragon glass dragon armor. Let's see. The Mad King is a Hodor situation. Traitor. The kiss of life. Yeah, the kiss of life. Okay. I just hope season 8 doesn't flop. Yeah, I know. A lot of people were really disappointed with season 7, but they've had so much time to get this thing right. I really hope they do. Jon, especially Mager. I was reading that almost like John Mayer. I'm crazy. Jon and Night King 1-on-1. Bring it on. Yeah, definitely. Like, it's going to happen. The Jon is going to, he's going to be the one to take out the Night King. I feel like he has to. Melisandre will play a huge role with that. But for the most part, Jon's just going to be doing a shit ton of fighting, I think, in season 8. That I kind of hope that there's just a lot of fighting, a lot of action scenes. I really like it. Jon is on borrowed time. I just can't see him making it. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Shoot, I really don't know. I don't think they can kill Jon and Dany. And just when it comes down to it, I pick Dany to die. I think it's very sad. It's gonna suck. It's really gonna be sad. But as far as Jon, the fate of Jon, honestly, I just feel like, to me, he's gonna live. He's gonna kill the Night King, and then he's gonna just chill. He's gonna chill for the first time in his life. I think he's gonna be really relaxed, and not have to worry about anything. I think his ending is going to be the most peaceful out of everybody's. Like, he's going to, hopefully, I don't see how they bury it. He's finally gonna know about his parents. The wars are going to be over, and for him, I think it's going to be the most peaceful thing out of everything. Yeah, I don't really have much for Jon. It kind of sucks. If he ends up having to kill Bran, that would be absolutely crazy. It would be crazy. I don't like the Lightbringer Nisa thing where he kills Dany. Just not a fan. Can't see it happening. Just imagine how that would look to the average Game of Thrones watcher. I know, like, George R.R. Martin has a certain way he's going with the books and stuff, but they've already changed up so much. I don't see them bringing in a crazy prophecy when we finally have the two characters meeting that causes one to kill the other. I just don't see it, but you never know. It is Game of Thrones. It is Game of Thrones. All right, let's see. I hope they fix the pacing issues with season 8. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. If they F up season 8, there's gonna be riots all over the world. Dang right, man. I'm gonna be like in the front lines of that riot. Let's see. I actually think the book and show will be totally different in terms of ending. Yeah, I do too. I don't think somebody was talking about. Yeah, actually, it may have been Kyle. No, I don't know who it was. Somebody was talking about how possibly the end of Game of Thrones could influence how George R.R. Martin writes his books, but I just don't see it happening. I don't think, like, this is his. You know what I mean? Yeah, one of the Starcrest lovers live and one dies. Yeah, I can see it. What if Daenerys is dead and she is just like Jon, a Firewhite? Both champs. I'd be cool with it, honestly. Somehow the kiss of life comes into play with that. Yeah, someone dying does not equate to being bittersweet. Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. I think we have enough bitter as it is. We need some sweet. But, I mean, Red Sonja will be the first one to tell you that George R.R. Martin does not end a lot of his stuff on a happy note. So it could go either way, but then you can throw in the argument that it's not really George's season 8 anymore. So I don't really know. It's going to be so crazy. I can't wait for April. Can't wait. Oh, it's actually her first live chat. Live chat. Shout out to you. I really appreciate you being here. That's awesome. You guys are really cool helping her out. All right, well, I think we'll just kind of just chill for like another 10 minutes, and then we'll you know, in the stream. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Talked about the fate of the Starks. Can't really go too in depth with it. Like, I know a lot of people have these crazy theories and stuff, but if you guys are new viewers of mine, like, you'll kind of notice that I don't really talk about a lot of crazy far out there stuff, unless you guys, I guess, just really want me to. I don't know. I just kind of like talking about the I don't know, the possibilities that really have a chance of happening. What is Beric's purpose in season 8? That is the question, man. That is the question. Does he perform the kiss of life and give someone life? He's definitely going to be, you know, fighting alongside Jon. Is that... Well, we had that video too where it was a couple, maybe 3 people actually running around with their swords on fire. So, I don't know. I think it gets very interesting for sure. Let's see. There's a time for tinfoil. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm not really... I don't know. Some people just, the videos they make and the stuff they talk about. If I could pull it off like Bridge 4 where like it's tinfoil, but by the end, like people are like, okay, that really could happen. I could definitely get into it, but I'm not that knowledgeable yet, but we'll get there for sure. I mean, we still have just a little less than a year. So, you know, we have time, but favorite piece of tinfoil. That's tough. Something off the wall. Probably that the Night King is actually good. Like, for some reason, the Night King is good. I think that would be absolutely insane. I think his tinfoils I'll get out because I just can't see any way that he's not bad. But if he actually turns out to be a good guy somehow, that's got to be it for sure. Got to be it. Definitely appreciate you don't go super tinfoil. Some of the others are getting ridiculous with it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. And shout out to Alpha Wolf. I don't know if we've shouted you out yet. Thanks for joining the stream. Sorry if I missed some of you guys. If I've missed you like shouting out, just put like hi in the chat and I'll shout you out because I want to make sure everybody gets shouted out. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, I understand people kind of wanting to just come out with content and stuff like that, but I think you're right. It does get to a point to where it's like, wow, are we really going to talk about that? Let's see. Beric's role is to bring a major character back. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to keep that in mind for sure. For sure. Lady Stoneheart is not coming. Sansa and Arya have taken over pieces of that role. That is going to be very interesting in the books. I think that, like, if I have to think about one thing that I cannot wait to get to in the books, it's going to be Stoneheart, Lady Stoneheart. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. Bridge is just good at convincing people, but still super loony. I like that guy a lot, man. He's, I don't know, he's just really good at what he does. Like, definitely, like, me as a fan, like, he's one of my favorite Game of Thrones YouTubers for sure. Let's see. Lady Evil Stoneheart. I feel like if Beric resurrects someone like the Hound, he will not be able to come out. Yeah, I think if Beric resurrects somebody, I think he's done. I think I don't think it'll be wasted on the Hound though, to be honest. Like, I like the Hound, but I don't think he's a character really worth bringing back. Amelia says, I just think he's cute. That's funny. Yeah, it's like they just come up with stuff to make another video. Yeah, we can't hate on people, though. Can't do it. Like, everybody likes talking about some crazy stuff sometimes. And we're not talking about Bridge 4. I just want to throw that out there. I absolutely love Bridge 4's videos. He's very good at what he does. Because he's the only YouTuber that I've really brought up so far, so I don't want you guys to think at all that I'm talking trash. He is very good at, like, his videos are superb. One of my favorites for sure. The more time between seasons, the longer the wait, the more tinfoil. Yeah, it happens. It happens for sure. I mean, we have so much time to talk about anything and everything. Bridge 4 lives about 15 minutes away from me. Don't judge me. It's a long night. Beric is totally going to make out with the Night King. It's the curse. Let's do it. Or let's do it. I don't even know what I'm talking about. That would be funny is what I was trying to say, and it didn't come out that way at all. Here, the Hound and the Tyrion will meet again, season 8. Something about the kiss of life rings a bell here. I really hope not. I think bringing Dany back would be pretty cool. Would you work with Bridge 4? Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I would definitely make a video of Bridge 4. I would just feel really stupid the whole time, probably. I'll just have to, like, brush up on my knowledge for sure. Maybe we can have, like, see if he wants to do, like, a video of, like, teaching Lycan Game of Thrones. Learning with Lycan. Not a fan of Lady Stoneheart at all. I really like the idea of it, to be honest. I'm not exactly even too sure how it really goes down. But yeah, it'd be really cool. Beric brings back Dany. Who else? Jon is already dead, sort of. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they ever bring back Jon again. I think that's too played out. That's why I think Green Hand, Citadel, and the ones who are doing book content and tinfoil will get a better response than people like Smokescreen coming up with nonsense. And we won't go into that. But I do like... I've actually never watched Green Hand. Definitely watched Gemma a lot. I like Smokescreen's videos too. There's really... I mean, I can't really think of like a Game of Thrones YouTuber that really just kind of drives me nuts or anything. Everybody seems pretty cool for the most part. Some of them just do get a little crazy with the tinfoil though, but that's okay. I was actually really relieved that the show left out Lady Stoneheart. It would have been, I don't know, just thinking about how Catelyn would hopefully eventually find out, or I guess what is left of Catelyn would find out that Jon, you know, was not even really Ned's. That would just be cool for me, but I don't even know if that's possible or the circumstances that Lady Stoneheart's really around for. Gotta wait till I get there. I don't see Smokescreen coming up with nonsense, not like the others. Love Citadel, Zora Hype, love Smoke and Dust, love a few others. Yeah, I mean, everybody's pretty cool. We've already waited a year for season 8. We probably have another year to wait. I think it has to come out in April. I don't think they can wait any longer. Green Hand are way too tinfoil. They still think M plus J. I haven't even... Like, honestly, I can't really think of even hearing of the Green Hand. I'll definitely have to look into it. Yeah, I love everyone. I'm open-minded to hearing everything. That's about how I am. Some of the tinfoil stuff, I'm just like, whoa. Grimm is an excellent show that no one watched. Yep, never heard of it. I'll have to look into it. Let's see. Order of the Green is good, and they're sweet. I'll definitely have to check them out. I'll definitely check out Grimm, too. I'm going to need some shows pretty soon. I'm going to probably end up finishing up Supernatural very soon. And that show is like, whew. I don't know, like... Supernatural, man, like... It might be taking Game of Thrones' spot as the #1 show. I really like it. But, honestly, I don't know, like... It's kind of like a different genre. So, I guess I'll just leave it at that. Because, I don't know, at the same time, like, you guys might think this is super girly, but One Tree Hill is actually one of my favorite shows. I know. It's pretty crazy, but I love that show. It's right up there, too. And there's another one called The OC that was really good, but that's more like, I don't know, reality-type TV stuff, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know if I could pick a favorite show of all time. The nice thing about this community is that most of the people here are so nice no matter the content. Yeah, 100%. It's really cool. A lot of people don't know that I used to make Call of Duty YouTube videos. I used to have a other YouTube channel and stuff like that. And just coming from that community, like the gaming community where people would tell people to like get cancer and stuff, like just coming to this community, it's been so refreshing. Like, I don't know. The gaming community, it just deals, I think the big difference is like, it deals with little kids way more than this does. So it's really cool. Like all of you guys, like I used to like play video games for people and I would have like 12-year-olds and stuff like trying to talk to me and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I can't really talk to a 12-year-old. It's kind of weird, but all of you guys are my age and older. It's really cool. Well, we just finished both water bottles. So I think we might just have to wrap up the stream here. You guys have been absolutely awesome. We got 24 people watching right now, it looks like. But, yeah, you guys have been a blast to talk to. So I'm thinking we're going to try to do every other Sunday. So we just did one Sunday, so not this coming Sunday, but the next because I work. And then every single Tuesday. I may try to get to where I can fit in a little bit more. maybe one like every other Thursday as well. It might actually work out well. No, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. But I want to do this more than just twice. So, I don't know. I still watch Sailor Moon, so don't feel bad about One Tree Hill. I've actually never heard of Sailor Moon, but man, One Tree Hill is so good. The gaming community is very cancerous. The Fortnite community is a lot worse. So I'm pretty big into the Fortnite community right now. It's a really good game, but I've been playing a new one called Realm Royale. It's really good, but yeah, like I don't even like using the word cancerous. Just as a nurse, like it's one of those things that I don't even like using the term. But yeah, like I mean, I don't know. Just like their vocabulary, I'm just like, come on, guys, we got to be a little bit more respectful for that, or respectful than that. Let's see. Alrighty, but yeah, appreciate you guys watching. You guys sticking around the whole time. It's been absolutely awesome. We went 35 minutes over. We were just going to do this for an hour, but you know, I could probably sit here and talk to you guys all night, but I'll probably get boring. But nonetheless, I reckon we're going to end it here. We'll see you guys in that next stream. We'll try to get a good, solid schedule out to see, you know, how have you never heard of Sailor Moon? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I don't know what else to say, but you guys are freaking awesome. Definitely let me know what you guys want to talk about in the next. I'm trying to read at the same time. In the next stream, we'll try to think of a cool topic to talk about. And yeah, we'll see you guys in that next video. Hopefully I'll have a real video coming out soon. I haven't done one of those in a couple days. But yeah, nonetheless, this has been Lycan Studios. We'll see you in that next one. Peace.